Good evening, YouTube. JoJo Speaks. We are back for another night of hot topics and social commentary. Thank you guys so much for joining us, especially to those who are waiting for us. Thank you so much for your viewership. I really, really do appreciate it. A couple things I want you guys to do before we get started. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. It is free to do, so just press that big red button for me. I would truly appreciate it. Make sure you give us some thumbs up on this video. Also, be sure to leave us a comment. Let us know your thoughts on the topics that we're discussing this evening. Also, be sure to press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. If you missed the video that I posted yesterday, it is a series review on a show on Netflix called Heartbreak High. It is a really, really good show for this new Generation Z, or X. I can't remember. I think it's Gen Z. I think, but yes, it's a really good show. You guys check out that review. It is spoiler filled, so if you do not want to be spoiled, you might not want to watch it, or maybe just kind of listen to the beginning of it. But anyways, let's get back to the show. Jennifer and Tyrone are with me tonight. What's going on, y'all?
Hey.
Yes, we are here. So a couple things that we do want to get out of the way. First and foremost, we must send all of our condolences to the family of Stephen Twitch Boss, who passed away at the age of 40 by unaliving himself. He did so in a motel that was near his home, and he was found in the hotel, no longer in the land of the living. And so we know that he has an amazing spirit. We know that he gives great energy. He's an amazing dancer. He was on Dancing So You Think You Can Dance on 2 different seasons. He was a runner-up for the first season. The first season that he actually made it onto the show. He's auditioned twice before. And then he was also on the All-Stars, and that's where he met his wife. They had 3 children, one 14, one 6, and one 3, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, any thoughts on Twitch's death, you guys, before we move on?
It came as a really huge surprise. It was incredibly random to me. And of course, we always say we don't know what depression looks like.
Right.
So it's difficult to say, well, there's no way it was depression, or it can't be. But from, usually when you hear about people going through those things, the people around them are able to somewhat speak towards that. And it seems like I just got a little whiff of something in the milk ain't clean. So I pray that we're able to really, we don't have to get a glimpse of what's going on, but at the very least, I would hope that his wife and children get the truth of exactly what was going on in that space and time. So if that's what it was, if what it looked like is what it was, that stinks. If there's more to it, that stinks as well. But I can only hope for the truth to be revealed, if there's any truth to reveal.
Agreed.
I agree. Absolutely. Just following his career as a DJ, he spread nothing but love.
Oh, yes.
And joy through the gift of music.
Absolutely. And also, he made people smile with his moves,
Yeah.
and, kind of legitimize some people as well, like Ellen.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Ellen
because
wouldn't be Ellen
without Twitch, because Twitch was a great person to come up behind the first DJ she had.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
Agreed.
Twitch was a great pick simply because of his personality and stuff like that. Did you turn the light on, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Okay, because it was like, it's so dark in his room. Like, I hope we're gonna be able to see him later, but of course. You turn
Lights,
the light.
camera, action.
My bad. Anywho, I'm just saying, he bought something great there, and I really pray that it wasn't depression that took him.
Yeah.
For all we know, it was some different kind of pressure that he might have been under that took him to a place. I don't know. God bless his family. May they find whatever peace they may need. In Jesus' name. All right.
Amen.
Agreed. Also, in other news, some big news from Harvard University. They have named their first African American president in their 400-year plus history. Her name is Claudine Gay. So we want to congratulate her. She is a Black woman. Okay, she looks like a strong Black woman too. She looks like she don't take no suck. So shout out to the Black queens who are doing their thing. Okay, in these Harvard streets in Boston, honey.
Yeah.
Jonathan, when I saw this, I was dumbfounded. I was like, Harvard?
Mhm.
Right.
They let us in as a president of
Right.
the Harvard University,
Not just
Ivy League school. And I'm talking about years and years and years of Caucasian folk coming together to make sure that, they're Caucasians and Caucasians there. This blows my mind. It blows my mind. A school that had to, take forever to make sure that African Americans could actually be in the school. It's not like, they were just up and gentrified immediately. So I just, this is amazing. And my hope is that she runs circles around any other president that ever was at Harvard. And I believe she will do so because that's certainly in our DNA, because we have to work twice as hard as any man or woman out here as an African American woman. So I am really happy that she got this opportunity. And you see her hair. Oh my gosh, she ain't had no press, she ain't had no weave.
That's why I said she looked like she don't take no mess.
She has a low fro, y'all, like, and with glasses. And what little bit of the speech I heard her talk about, she talked about her family and how they came up and things of that nature. And she seemed young. I was so surprised at how young she looked as well. And she's qualified, because with something like that,
okay,
not only do you have to have everybody agree, you have to have people outside, have to have what committees, what do they have on over there at colleges?
Board of
trustees and stuff like that. Everybody has to agree. And something tells me that, I don't know what kind of move that they think they made, but I think she about to blow them out the water with a kick to the face.
Right, because when I first read the story, I thought it said Howard, and I was thinking, like, why would they make an announcement about Howard having a Black president? And then I had to read it again, and I saw that it said Harvard.
Okay, it's ice cold. Okay,
okay, child, that's already known. We know that. Okay.
Okay, let me go through these things. Erin D is here. Say hey.
Hey, Erin. Welcome.
Thank you. She says hi to everyone. Joseph is here. Hi, Joseph.
What's going on, Joseph?
And he said hey to Erin and such. And then Jonathan said, even though he didn't know he said it, but he said, hey, we coming. And, and then Erin said hi to Joseph. And Joseph says, hey, it's JoJo and you, the sunflowers.
Inside joke.
Praise God.
Okay,
don't you look young?
Let me bring this beautiful Black woman.
She looks like she's in her early 40s. Like she looked good.
She looked good.
Look at this beautiful Black
early
woman.
mid 40s. Yes, Black woman.
I'm so happy about this moment, and I know she will just really take everything by the reins and just she gonna do some things. I know it. I believe it.
True that. And so in other news, this seems to be an annual thing that's going on. Mariah Carey, her Christmas single, All I Want for Christmas Is You, is back at #1 on the Hot 100 chart. And I got to thinking, I wonder how long this tradition is going to last. Like, when Mariah is dead and gone, is she still going to be hitting #1 around Christmas time? I'm thinking that's a little bit of a stretch, but Mariah's doing her thing, and I'm happy for her. In a way, I feel like every time it goes to #1, that should count as a new #1 for her, but that I mean, that would be unfair, but you know,
It's
it's
unfair, but it is an amazing song,
I mean,
and it's
yeah.
a timeless piece.
It's such a happy song, you know.
And it absolutely insinuates the essence of Christmas arriving.
it
Absolutely.
does.
You know,
And
like you hear that song, Christmas time is here.
Absolutely.
especially the intro to the song, like
Mhm.
it's a new type of Christmas jingle that you've heard, even though it's from the 90s. Like that's a new thing that you haven't heard for Christmas. And it just goes right into our right into our legendary status. Like
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to also make sure I say, I forgot to tell you earlier, Jonathan, but the vinyl, how about they got that Michael Bublé Christmas album on vinyl, child?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and he sings "All I Want for Christmas Is You" on that album, right? Okay,
It was that same album. I remember that album from anywhere because you play it all the time.
I
But-
remember when it first
okay.
came out,
Uh-huh.
that thing in the store I was working in
Mhm.
sold as soon as it hit the store.
That Michael
Right.
It was
Bublé.
sold out.
I bet you Christmas is his bread and butter too, because I'm ready to buy that
Yeah.
vinyl. Right.
Okay.
Look, him, CeeLo Green's Christmas album
Mm.
sold out for a month.
I would
A
get CeeLo
month
Green's
was
Christmas album.
completely sold out.
Yeah.
That's when he was working at Best Buy, y'all. Well,
Right. Yeah, my favorite track on that Michael Bublé Christmas album, you know it, Jennifer, White Christmas featuring Shania Twain. Like the way that
was fire.
the way that Shania just made that song her
Lord.
own, like she took ownership of her verses, and it was so beautiful, so subtle. She didn't try to do too much. She just gave us what we needed, and
That's and everything we needed.
right.
And it was required. I loved it. I enjoyed it. She sang that song so casual. She made it look so easy. Okay.
You would think that she was like laying down in her bed while she was singing it. You know what I'm
It sounded like it to me.
It's like, Michael Bublé said, "Hey, I need you to record this." She was like, "All right."
All right, I'm gonna put this mic up on my couch
As I'm
while
on
I
the
sip
couch.
on
She said,
my hot chocolate.
"I'm dreaming of a white
A little yodel in there.
No, you got to do it the right way. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
That's it.
Yes, Shania did that.
She did that.
So in other news, some big news that came out this week. So earlier this week, President Joe Biden signed into law the Respect for Marriage Act, which solidifies both interracial and gay marriage all across the nation. I have to say, when Roe versus Wade was overturned, my fear was that gay marriage would be the next to go. And I know that the people in DC knew that fact for a fact as well. And they went straight to work to get it codified. And then they got it to the White House. And now the bill is signed into law, cannot be touched. At least I don't believe it can be touched. So I love that. What are you guys' thoughts?
I felt the same way, Jonathan. Just knowing that there is certainly a possibility that this rogue Supreme Court panel will do things like that. Even, this bothers my soul. Even the ones that are in interracial marriages.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, Mitch McConnell's in an interracial marriage.
I didn't know that.
And he voted against it.
Wow.
And Clarence Thomas up in the Supreme Court justice, he would have voted against it as well.
Of course he would have.
With his interracial marriage in behind.
And I understand why they added interracial marriage into the equation so that they could get it passed, which was an extremely smart thing to do, because I think they knew that if they did not do that, it would have had a absolutely had a better chance of not passing.
If it was
Absolutely.
just gay marriage, it would have been a problem.
Biased. It would have been a bias.
And this,
Right.
man,
legislation, and would it being biased legislation like that?
yeah,
It is going to get shot down. I think that was the cause of Roe v. Wade.
yeah, of course. Because if you're going to
Getting-
overturn something like that, who knows what's next? And
Right.
I feel like them creating that act and getting that, pushing that through, getting that in there, that was not today, Satan, to the rest of the
Okay.
to the rest of
Right.
the and you know, I don't even want to say it's to the Republicans
No,
because it's not
no.
all Republicans that are like that.
Because there were some Republicans who actually voted for it.
It's to the
Mhm.
Trump Republicans that's trying to keep everything far, far right to where we're just not respecting people. Sometimes we just need to let people live, okay? And
Right.
them being happy takes away nothing from your joy, nothing from your happiness, nothing from your relationship. Somebody else being happy.
Yeah. Now my biggest
That
question.
riles me up.
My biggest
I can
question.
tell, but I
What does
appreciate your
this
stance on
mean?
it.
What does this mean moving forward for our
Mhm.
country? Like, does this start the inclusion of
Polygamy.
polygamy in this as well?
And this is a fact that some Republicans were bringing up. Will polygamy come into play? Will bestiality come into play as well? It's
How
like,
do they always got to go to animals?
right. Like
Because
they
that is
think it's going to open the door
twisted
for everything.
But you know, it's them that's being with the animals in the first place.
in the first
That's why they keep on
place.
thinking about that.
Because
But
you know, we don't do that kind of stuff. We don't do that kind of stuff.
because those strange love shows, they, you know, we looking at people marrying mannequins, making love to cars, things of that nature. If you
Yeah.
have those kind of concerns, you need to look at who's the one doing it.
But what they putting it in the gas pump or something? What?
Child, no, he
mm-mm.
just lay up under the
He just lay up
he
under
was
the
up under the car, kissing
car,
the bumper. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
that's what I saw.
hugging the front hood.
Wow.
This is
Yeah.
my baby.
Yeah. So yeah, no. The thing is, I think that is something, you know, for the polygamy route or whatever, but still, I don't want to sound spicy at the moment, but I don't care about that either. If you choose to do that, if
Mhm.
that's your lot and what you want to do,
Mhm.
do you. As long as you ain't trying to make me do what you do.
And
That's
see,
all that matters to me.
also, I start to wonder, how would this affect divorce proceedings?
You know
as
they're
well?
gonna skyrocket through the roof because you know, when people are able to get married, and you know, it doesn't mean that they put more caution into it sometimes.
Right.
That will you say, hey, we can do it, let's do it, you know. And unfortunately, some people, even people that are straight, are looking forward to the wedding and not the marriage. So, you know, that's
Right. If
something.
anything, it'll allow people to throw caution to the wind.
That's the best way to say it.
Right.
Aaron D says we need to respect everyone. That's what life's about. We're supporting each other. Exactly.
Thank you.
That's like one of my life's mantra. Let us respect everybody, even if what that person's doing is to their own detriment. And I'll tell you why. What a real friend, what a good friend will do is be there for the wedding and be right there for the divorce.
Exactly.
And that's what and Tyrone told me today, those are my famous words. I'll
That's
be
her
there for the
favorite saying.
wedding
You heard it right here on JoJo's.
and I'll be there for the divorce.
Right.
Because I know what's coming and I know she ain't for you. You don't see it now. But I'll be right there regardless. Okay. I'm gonna hold your hand when it happens because I know it's about to pop off. And Aaron D says, no words for strange love. I know it was weird.
And
Yeah.
she's saying this very Loretta divinely.
Agreed. I would agree. But with the spirit of Miss Loretta Devine, the legendary Loretta Devine, the original Loretta.
Okay.
It'll be all right, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be there
For the wedding and the divorce.
for the
I mean,
wedding.
the original Laurel. I'm sorry. I said the original Loretta. The original Laurel from
She is
Dreamgirls.
the original Loretta, though. The Loretta.
Okay, because she's the only Loretta I know.
Ah,
Okay. In my life.
divinely.
Okay.
Okay. And some other big news came out about one of my favorite artists, Miss Janet Jackson, is going on the Together Again tour starting next year. And she's coming to Columbia, South Carolina, y'all. Which
Wow.
I can't say that I'm surprised about it because she has come twice before. She came for a tour like 5 or 6 years ago that unfortunately I missed because I was sick at the time. And then she also came for the Velvet Rope tour to the Carolina Coliseum in '97, I believe. And of course, at that time, I was just getting introduced to Janet Jackson.
Wait,
So
she was in Colombia for the Velvet Rope tour.
I looked at the list of cities that she came, because the tour lasted almost a whole year, or maybe almost even 2 years, almost.
She came to
18 months tour.
Yeah.
If there's any tour that I miss, because I miss them all, I don't go to concerts like that. But if there is any tour that I'd want to be at, that's that one. Well, that's not the only one, but that's one. And I would love to have seen a Michael Jackson tour. Like, I would have gone to This Is It.
I would have wanted to see the Beyonce experience live. I went to the next tour, the I Am Sasha Fierce tour, and I felt like the Beyonce experience is her best concert.
Is that the one I drove you to?
Yes, that is the one that you drove me to, the I Am Sasha Fierce tour.
I did enjoy that one when she came to Colombia with Jay-Z, her and Jay-Z.
Oh gosh,
yes.
the Run tour.
On the Run tour.
Nice.
That was a show. Nice. when they tour together, you really have to come to grips with the fact that you know the bulk of Jay-Z's discography.
Yeah.
Right, because when I went to the first On the Run tour in Atlanta with a good girlfriend of mine at the time, I was shocked at how many Jay-Z songs that I actually knew, because I really don't get into rap like that. But once Jigga, what's my motherfucking name, Jigga, and who I'm rolling with, oh my God, like I was, yes.
Oh, come on.
Mind blown. I was sitting there like, yo, Jay-Z got some hits.
Right.
A whole heap of them.
A whole heap of hits.
Now
you gotta be reminded of who they is.
I never knew.
Now the one song I really wish she would have played was "Can I Get Her?" Because that's my jam. Especially a Mills verse. Because if you ain't doing a Mills verse, you got the best verse on that, in my opinion. Okay, you ain't gotta be rich, but that how we gonna get her right on your bus pass? Before I put this on your bus pass. Okay.
Yeah.
That verse was iconic, honey.
Said, can I get it in the morning without giving you half of my dough? And even worse, if I was broke, would you want me?
Okay.
That's a word right there.
Huh?
That's a word. For all you single dudes out there, beat the game that Jay-Z was putting out there.
Okay. Oh gosh. Aaron says, I have a hard time at concerts. Not usually epileptic family, but you go to any. I want full details. Oh, we'll let you know.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Aaron said, I love the singing. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. We get excited about music.
We love music, yeah.
Sure.
Right. And so, in other news that was a little bit shocking, and I'm starting to feel sorry for this young man, but intimate video of Lil Fizz came out. I won't explain exactly what was shown in the video, but I'll just say it was intimate. I did view it.
Oh, you saw?
Of course.
Well, I heard everybody talking about it, and I was like, I don't need to see that. Let me. And it's like I'm not even gonna go to Twitter so I can accidentally see it.
Nope.
I'm just gonna.
Because you know you're gonna see it.
I know I'm gonna see it. It's all over.
Pop up the app.
Did y'all see the Shade Room's post on it? And they showed the video of Jack A on Sister Sister. Ah! I laughed at that for a good 20 minutes. Like I hollered at that. Like I straight up hollered at that. Okay.
And here's what's even worse. Okay, so you said it was a video. It's not a picture. It's a video, right?
It's a video.
So let me ask you this: did you see that it was him in the video? Were you
able to
confirm
his face is not in the video whatsoever. It only shows the body parts that they wanted to show.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, there's a chance that it might not even be him.
That's what I was thinking.
Like him, like
to each his own.
Man,
you know, it's
and they were talking about. It's like, you know, if he wanted to show it one day, maybe he just need to make sure to have it bleached first before they. Because, you know, people are going to be talking about how it's all used goods, and we don't want to be, you know.
It didn't look like used goods to me.
Good night,
that's what people been saying. Sit right here.
Girl.
That's it. But I hate this for him. I don't know if
I
he
do
feels like this
too.
I don't know if he feels like this is a good thing for him or not.
It's not.
If this is the only thing we got to talk about with him, it's like, child, I don't know.
He was out there showing his whole entire sunflower.
Aaron says, this is so sad that a personal video came out. I feel bad for anyone who had something like this leak. Yes, and this is why, let me tell you something. I'm going to be real transparent with y'all. Y'all better get ready. Hold on to your seats. Are you ready,
Okay.
Tyrone?
I'm not
already holding
muting. I'm muting the mic now.
What about me? No, that
signing off.
let me tell you something.
Oh my goodness. Tyrell, stop playing games. Okay.
Come on now. Jeez Louise. Anywho,
Hold on to your britches, y'all.
this is why I don't do videos. And if there's been a picture, I've only sent one to him. That's it. And you want to know why you'll never find it? Oh, wait, did yours? Anywho. Is because this happened before. This happened when we were having Nokias and little small, like the phones weren't even smart then.
Yeah,
right.
Phone.
So, child.
I know it. Not.
I just feel so bad for him. Like he's just. I feel so bad. Like I feel so bad for him. Like I really, really feel because his privacy was violated. Like his like at the same time, like you should know if someone's recording you, and you know what your status is as a celebrity. But at the same time, there's a chance that he might not have known that was happening if it is him. Like if it is him. But I just feel so bad. I feel so bad for him. I really do.
I don't like it, but golly, I can't. There's nothing, in my opinion. I don't know how we can hold this to ourselves.
What I don't like about this situation is all the stuff that had been surrounding him and the group.
Yeah.
This is pulling on that and playing onto that. And I'm like, yo, yikes. Now everybody is going to be pointing at that and saying, oh.
Right. And then, of course,
maybe allegedly.
And this actually brought up an interview that B2K had done in the past discussing getting their salad sauce. So it's like, I mean, that's a whole nother subject. We do not have to get into that. I'm just saying. So
I'm gonna tap dance around that and get off of it.
And get on to the next thing. So do we have any comments before we go on to the next topic?
Thank you for asking. I hope that you ask that more often. I like that.
I think I will.
Okay, thanks. Aaron says, I pray that he is okay because this is so horrible.
It is.
Because I felt like he was moving into a great space far as getting his image together.
Yeah, because ever since that peen pic, ooh-wee.
And now you
got
now this.
And it's like, well, I guess you got to get the full package out there now, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
There's that. So anyways, in other news, it's been announced that Sean P. Diddy Combs, isn't his name Love now? I think
something
his name
like that. The dude that's formerly known as P. Diddy.
It's not formerly. They still call him P. Diddy. Ain't nobody calling him Love.
Had called him P. Diddy. We still call him P. Diddy.
So
that's what we know you as.
Or Puffy for the old folks.
For the old school.
Yes, Puffy. I think that's my favorite name of his is Puffy. But anyway, so he now has a new daughter. Well, actually, I think this is his only girl. I think because all his other two children are boys, right?
No, he has. Remember the twins and the other and the other one that was born like around the same time. They look like triplets.
Yeah. Okay. So his new baby's name. Do you know her name? Her name is Love Sean Combs. That's her name. Love Sean.
Well, at least her name ain't Airplane. Calm down.
Okay. I mean, to name your daughter after yourself, I guess that's okay. That's not such a bad thing.
Her first name is Love. Love is cute.
Yeah.
Right.
And Sean, that sounds good on a girl too. So I like it. I like it.
Right. But some people were surprised to find out that Young Miami is not the mother of this child. Therefore, there were I was surprised. I'll say I was surprised that Young Miami is not the mother of the child. And so Diddy went on to say that Young Miami is not a side chick. And then Young Miami came out in an interview today saying, doubling down on that fact that she is not a side chick and that it goes both ways. So to me, it sounds like they both understand their situation. They both have like an agreement, and they have a full grasp on what their relationship means to them. And as long as both of them are on the same page, that is all that matters at the end of the day.
It is.
Yeah.
What it is.
Well, first of all, the reason why the whole side chick narrative started coming out was because DJ Academics, he was basically referring to her as a side chick, after realizing or finding out that, they are, she's not the mother of his new child. And it's like, I never thought that she was that.
Right.
I believe they just out here having fun. Okay.
Exactly.
And I don't believe there's any names for anybody in the moment. And I believe she ain't stupid enough to keep herself just for him either. So,
right.
I believe that they are all playing their roles and they happy in doing so. And also we got to think about the fact that it takes 9 to 10 months for a baby to come into fruition.
Right.
That's a lot of months.
It's a long time.
And it's not like...
That's most of the year.
Yeah. That's the bulk of the year. And this love is kind of... Yeah, I'll call it love because it can be love. You can fall in love with everybody.
I mean,
right.
The love that they have is fresh. So,
the baby is fresh too.
Yeah. Tyrone, I'm really going to put hands on you. That's what I'm going to do. Let me tell you. Anywho, so I believe everybody's playing their role. I don't believe that Miami's being played. I believe that she's not new to the game. She's very much so true to the game as well. So
right.
She
knows what she's doing.
Yeah, and I do believe that none of this came as a surprise to her as well.
Agreed. I'm sure he came to her up front and told her, baby girl, I got a baby on the way.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Now what you saying, Tyrone? You think that's not true?
From a couple of blogs that I seen, because of the back and forth banter between the new baby mama alleging things and
I believe that Miami knew what was going on or knew what was coming, so she wouldn't be surprised, which is why she's still around.
Right.
And to be honest, if you think about it, there's been a couple of times where they've had moments where they've kind of like social media broke up.
That part.
For all we know, that could have been a time where he said, "Yeah, I got a baby coming," and you know what I'm saying. Right, for all we know, and then when the only reason why they were going back and forth was because girl,
she didn't know her place.
Yeah, she don't know her place. She was feeling spicy. So
I'm like this. All minds and hearts are clear over here. You just got to get in line.
Get in line, baby mama got to get in line because she feels like she's going to get some precedence. The woman that he truly loved, that passed away, what's her name? Kim
Porter.
Kim Porter, the woman that he admits that he truly loved, never got all of him.
Never.
What makes you think you're gonna get some, hon? Man, Man, these young girls really be playing themselves.
That made me wonder.
She just need to go ahead and look at this baby as the meal ticket that it is.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, love Sean Combs. That's such a cute name to me. Anyway, I'm sorry. Move forward.
But
right, yeah, you're welcome to like it. It's all right. It was just a little jarring to me initially, but the more that I see it, the more I can be okay.
A love letter. And then
that's what I saw.
And you can love, especially with a child. It's like, I'm sure he ain't got nothing for that woman, but a baby.
Okay.
My seed.
Right.
This is little love child.
That's his little.
Right, and it's endearing. It really is endearing for him to give her his name.
I know he ain't never gonna be seen with her, not on purpose.
Did it, Daddy?
Excuse me, I'm not talking about the baby. I'm talking about the mama.
Okay, because I was about to say, he will probably have that baby all over.
Oh yeah,
but he does a really good job with all. He's done a good job with all the other babies' mamas not being seen with him. So
yeah, but see, I mean,
once again, I don't know what makes her think that she's any specialer than any other baby mama he's ever had.
I think she has the Elmira effect going on in her. I'm gonna weigh him down.
Oh yeah, girl.
It ain't gonna work, sis.
See, this is the problem with not knowing history.
Right. But that's why I love what Young Miami said. She said, it goes both ways. So I know that she's mature enough to understand the situation. And I'm glad that she made it plain and simple that she's not getting played.
Of course.
And that's what I love.
Gosh. Joseph Giroux said we can also call him Puffy Joke.
Play on the Joker thing.
Yeah. And Tyrone, LOL, as you were talking over me.
Thank you, Aaron. You get my humor.
And purposely making me unhappy. And and Aaron says the interview with Puffy in Miami over the summer, they were like dating, but I thought it was open kind of thing. Exactly. Aaron, see, we are here because you can see what it was. Even in that interview, as they talk to each other, you can see the sexual energy. It was all there, and like you can tell that it just wasn't all what people wanted to be. People think that think that every relationship has to go towards marriage.
Right, because
she ain't about to get married to that man.
Right, Diddy has made it plain. If he wasn't gonna marry Kim, if he didn't marry Kim, then you know he ain't gonna marry nobody.
What's her name?
He ain't married nobody, Ty.
No, the other chick.
What other chick?
That same. That was on
Cassie?
Yeah, didn't marry her either.
Yeah, no.
She been on his arm for 10 years.
10 plus years.
10 plus years. And when she got tired of being arm candy, she moved on and got her love. And married she wanted.
Married and had babies.
But let's be real.
Marriage. Hey.
Something tells me maybe she was holding on to something that she could possibly have something. But thank God the light came on and she was able to walk into her true love.
Right. Better late than never, child. Better late than never.
Mm-hmm. Hey. Y'all better watch all your trainers because that's what she fell for, her trainer. Praise God. Joseph said, we stand with you, Tyrone, LOL. You're not alone holding a sunflower. Puffy ain't marrying nobody. That's what
nobody whatsoever. Nobody. So there was a viral video that came out from Winston-Salem State University of a student being arrested in class. And she came out on a live later on to explain what was happening during the situation. Apparently her class, she was in a group that was presenting some type of presentation for some sort. And the teacher was not fond of it or something of that nature. The teacher eventually asked her to leave the classroom. The student refused to leave the classroom. Therefore, the teacher called for security, and therefore she was then arrested. Tyrone, you said you had some insight on this particular story?
Yeah. So this particular day that this incident happened, the student arrived to present with her classmates on a final exam project. Prior to this, the professor had told the student to rewrite a paper,
Oh.
in which she rewrote it already. And the teacher wasn't satisfied with the results and wanted to
Okay.
make her rewrite it again. She's like, I'm not rewriting nothing
Okay.
again. Take it or leave it. It is what it is. I'm here today to present this final project with my classmates, my team, and move on past this. They get in an argument and the teacher wants to kick her out because she didn't like her stance on not redoing the paper for the third time. No.
Gotcha.
Escalated things because she was in her feelings, started yelling at the student. The student yells back. Teacher leaves out, talks to a colleague, calls security in. The initial person came, wanted to find out the full story from both sides.
And the first officer that came was a Black officer, correct?
That was the Black officer that you see in the video, if you guys see the video. The second officer that arrives is the one that proceeded to arrest the young lady.
Gotcha.
He didn't ask her for her statement or anything. He just sided with the teacher. She told you to leave. You're going to go out here in handcuffs. She was not Mirandized, nor told what the charges were.
Right.
They took her downtown. All this happens. Then she goes before the judge. And that's when she finds out what the charges were in front of the judge. And the judge is like, hey, you can argue this on your court date next year.
Right. And didn't he tell her to consult with her lawyer concerning the charges?
Yeah. Consult with her. Oh, consult with my bet. I'm going to consult with my lawyer for sure.
That's what I'm saying. I'm about to get sued.
Right. But here's my thing. I do feel at the end of the day, we Black people say that all the time. At the end of the day, I believe that she has to take accountability for her actions and the way that she conducted herself. Because going back and forth with a teacher like that, I don't know exactly how heated she was in the moment. We did not see the exchange that she had with her teacher, so we don't know if she was actually being disrespectful towards her teacher, but I can only assume that she might have been, especially if her teacher is telling her to leave the classroom. So we don't know that information, but if that is the truth, then she would have to take accountability for the reason why she was asked to leave and then it turning into an arrest. Because I'm thinking they could have escorted her out without arresting her. However, the white cop decided that he was going to arrest her for whatever reason he did. And I don't even remember what the charges were. Do you remember what the charges were, Tyrone?
And in the end, they ended up giving her a misdemeanor disruption conduct or something like that. But the initial charges were really trumped up high, much higher than that. And what the arresting officer is not white; he's Latino.
Gotcha.
From what I've gathered, and which the teacher is also Latino, and so it's almost like this alleging cloud over them that, hey, can you do me a solid, do this kind of thing going on. And for this to happen in this setting, I like how Dr. Richie Rashad put it, is like, we of African Americans ascend higher to higher education to better ourselves, to separate ourselves from the common criminal aspect of
being
how
an African
people
American
perceives us.
Right.
And yet here you are criminalizing me in a classroom setting because you can't, quote unquote, debate back and forth with me properly.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I do get that. I just remember going back to my high school days and seeing people being disruptive in class, but most of the time it was for no reason. It was not justified. So I'm thinking there might be some justification in her stance. I don't think it was all bad on her part. I do think that the teacher would have to take some accountability as well. But again, we do not know the full situation. Again, the initial back and forth between the teacher and the student was not recorded, so we don't know exactly what happened with that.
But something tells me that, she was talking about having to write a paper for the third time, being told to write a paper for the third time. And she said, no, take this. I'm not writing it again. I believe that's just one of those things that would make her be like, well, if you're going to do that, then you can't come over here and try to do your final project with your team to make any kind of a passing grade for my class.
Right, I can understand that. That might have been the last straw for her, and that might have encouraged her to tell the girl to remove herself from the premises.
But the law and order aspect of things, where you become this judge and executioner of everything because that's your classroom. I think that was inappropriate at that time because she made the effort and there's rubrics for that.
Right.
Govern her according to the rubric. If she doesn't meet your standards according to the rubric, then fine. To take it there where she took it was unnecessary.
Right.
And they're alleging that she yelled at her first, she responded. You can't throw rocks and expect nobody to throw them back.
Well,
That's true. That's true.
And
So
that's what I'm seeing in this situation. It's like you threw rocks, she threw bigger rocks back. Now you mad.
right. Yeah, it is what it is. But hopefully justice will be served. I'm thinking the charges will probably be dropped at the end of the day. Especially with it being a misdemeanor. Either that or she'll just have a fine to pay and she'll be able to go along her way. But hopefully she can still redeem herself in that class and I have to take it again because that would be terrible.
But that's the horrible part of this. It's like, did we have to bring the law into the aspect of this and now have something on somebody's record
Right.
outside of school?
That's true. That's true. It
Now
didn't
you're
have to.
damaging her career for
Right.
your ego.
Agreed.
How is that an even exchange?
Right.
If
It's
it
kind of
was-
like the girls. It's kind of like the girls on Potomac blaming Candace for her loud mouth, but you can't blame her when you bring the drama to her, and she's just better at getting at you with her words. Like you can't be mad at that, when you bring her the drama. So, it is what it is. But go ahead and read those comments for me, Genesita.
Aaron says, hopefully they get dropped. She is young, and I don't want this to follow her. Amen. I agree. That's it.
Yeah. So in our next story, Miss Lori Harvey, it's been announced that she's currently dating some man called Damson Idris. I have no idea who that is. Do y'all know who that is?
Yes. Do we need to find a picture for you, Jonathan?
You can. I'm not up on these new celebrities here, but it's also been said that she makes all of the people that she dates or whatever sign an NDA with a $1 million penalty.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, when
I the bag.
when I first heard this, I was like, okay, I kind of get it, but I feel like you're putting 20 on 10. Like, I understand who you are, Lori. I get that, and I understand that you're probably trying to protect yourself. I do kind of get that, but I don't agree with it. I don't think.
What's the name of that boy again? Because Google is telling me everybody put that man.
Damson Idris. His name is spelled Damson.
Found him.
IDRIS.
Yeah, when I saw the
Isn't
name,
it Skyfall or something like that? What's that
You
show
ask,
called?
you asking the wrong person, child. I do
I'm
not
sorry.
know.
My bad.
I was like,
Maybe,
so is he related to Idris
Snowfall.
Elba?
Snowfall. I know that show. Okay.
Well, Jonathan, your mind about to be blown as soon as you pull it
Here
up.
you go.
But go ahead. What do you think about that that NDA that he was talking about? She has him signed.
I don't know if I were a man and I was interested in Lori Harvey, but I knew that I had to sign an NDA, I'd probably go ahead and sign it because I'm not the type to go ahead and jabber on about what we're doing in our personal lives. Okay, yeah. Okay. I think he is the star of Snowfall. I believe he is. Yeah.
Yeah, he's British and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I saw the first season of Snowfall. It was pretty good. I might get back into it. But with me, I'm not one to put your business out on the streets. Anybody out there who wants to stay discreet, I'm somewhat okay with that. I don't know. No, I'm not okay with that. But anyways, if you want me to sign an NDA in that situation, like if it was a celebrity, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? Like we can keep it between us. It is A-okay with me. But for Lori Harvey, I don't know. I don't know that.
I personally think that it is very smart for her to do that. And I'll tell you why. Think about this. You're dating people that have status, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That get interviewed. You're dating people that write songs. So, how often have you heard about Lori Harvey and somebody's song that she dated?
None.
There's my point.
Bingo.
What she is doing with those NDAs is protecting herself.
And I get that. I understand that.
If you're going to tell our story, pay me for my story.
Hello.
Right.
So I'm here for every bit of it. I enjoy her situation. I enjoy her moving the way she want to move. I enjoy all of that because not saying that she is like hoish or whatever, because she's certainly not that.
No.
She is a classy based woman.
She is a lady.
Yes, she is. She is a lady. And
Did you get classy bass from Funky Dineva?
Of course.
Okay.
Where else?
Of course.
But like she's a classy based woman and she's just doing whatever she wants to do. And she's doing what other people wish they could do as well.
Absolutely.
And she's doing it in a smart way, especially with having the mother that she has and father that she has. Mm-hmm. They're able to instill smart things inside of her, and for her to have an NDA like that is very smart. I hope it's true.
And she also doesn't want to embarrass them as well. She
of course.
Right.
And she's doing her part too. Because it's like our businesses that have to be out there. Only thing they're going to get is a bunch of pictures, and that's all we get. And I respect it wholeheartedly.
Honestly, I think if more famous men would take this approach, they would protect themselves.
Agreed.
More. Like, learn from this young lady.
Learn from this woman.
Learn from this woman.
But here's the thing: I don't think men care enough to do that.
Cause
they care on the back end.
Right.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people have the Tommy Strong mentality. I'm just trying to get the draws, dog. That's it.
But if you're trying to get the draws,
protect yourself.
The thing is that eventually you just may get the draws. You need to think about it. But once again, this is of course more of higher stature people. Yeah. And once again, she's dating in a pool of people that get followed by paparazzi just like she does.
Go on.
Having that NDA in place protects the relationship that was in that space. And we'll never know how they broke up ever. We'll never know the reasons why. We'll never know any of that. And I'm okay with that.
Now,
respect.
I wonder what the statutes and limitations is on this. How long does this last?
Who knows?
Right.
That is the key to this contract. It is a contract.
Yeah.
Aaron says Jennifer got a great point, and she also says men should care. Men should care and get NDA. It's just smart, exactly.
Because
It is.
like Dave Chappelle joked about it on his show, the Love Contract episode. Yeah. But legit
That's
out there,
real.
people need to protect themselves.
Especially people out in the limelight. You need to protect yourself.
And this is something out.
Valuable assets. Protect your assets too.
Right. This is something that I wish Meg Thee Stallion would have done, because if she had done that, then the baby would never have opened his weasel.
But think about
mouth.
this. Think about this. You got to think about where these people come from.
That's true.
Think about the cloth that they're cut from. Megan is literally just one generation out, and she is that generation.
Right.
So with Lori having her mother and father in that way, she's been taught a lot of things.
Agreed.
Which is why she moved a whole lot differently. I'm sure she's seen her father go through plenty of things, wishing that he might have had an NDA.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, shout out to Lori Harvey. And the last thing that I wanted to say here really quickly before we go, the amazing Miss Missy Elliott has received her second honorary doctorate from Norfolk State University. So shout out to Miss Missy Elliott, the legend. I don't know if you saw the picture of her, but her face was beat. Like when I say her face was beat, her face was beat. Okay.
She know how to look when them lights, camera, action turn on.
Okay. Like she looks gorgeous. Like,
and she's like in her 40s now?
Yeah, I think so.
Almost 50?
Yeah, almost 50.
Probably almost 50, yeah. Yeah, because Nicki Minaj just turned 40. Child.
That's a little tough for me to believe, though.
Why you say that? No. Why you say that? Because that's not tough for me to believe at all.
Because it's Nicki.
Unfortunately, I already thought she was past 40.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was thinking you thought she was younger.
Because when I found out she was 40, I said, just 40?
Really?
Oh, okay.
All right.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us. Jennifer, Tyrone, give us your social media contacts really quick.
It's somewhere out here.
Get up out here.
Jennicita?
Yes, I will go ahead and start. My name is Jennifer McCullum. You can call me the Light of the Leo. You can join me on multiple platforms, Instagram, TikTok at the Light of the Leo. And also you can find me on YouTube for my YouTube channel. It is called The Light of the Leo. You'll be able to find me easily now that we have the the @ usage there. So I'm really excited. We're doing great shows. The next show I'm pretty sure is going to be on polyamorous relationships. So I really want to have that conversation on Sunday at 9-ish p.m.
Yes, I cannot wait to have that conversation because I feel like we both have different views.
We have a lot. I feel I'm ready. I feel like we have a lot to say for sure.
Yeah. My turn.
Yeah, you go ahead and take it.
It's me. It's your boy, Mr. TD. Cullum.
I was thinking, it's me,
oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Not my brother, not my sister, but it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer.
Hey!
I'm sorry. So sorry. We're past time. It's Tyrone, y'all.
It's me.
Why does that song take me back to Two Can Play That Game? Like,
the way they sang that song too.
Right.
And just listen, just thinking about all I could see just now is Vivica Fox's face. Lip syncing it.
Yes, trying to get with it.
That was a horrible choir too. It was all right.
It was all right. Yeah, it was all right.
Choirs, I'm thinking about Deliver Us from Eva. And
Right. Oh, the way that Gabrielle was directing that choir, like who directs
church?
A choir like that?
She ain't never been to nobody church.
But she was directing because that was how her character was. So, you know. Like, girl, what is all that?
She looked like she's brewing the richest brew or something like that. The way she was going, man.
That's what it looked like. It looks like she was stirring the cauldron.
Doing the absolute most. Like, girl, ain't never been to church a day in her life. You remember how that pastor was acting towards her when they were leaving? She was trying to ask the pastor about something.
Right. She was like, well, there was a scripture that you got wrong, Bishop. Well, I just wanted to correct you on that, just real quick, because you know, I mean, we don't want to send the saints down to hell. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
we want to give them the right information, honey.
Oh, and then she told her, follow your heart.
Right. There are souls to be saved, sister. Okay, I ain't got time for this.
Souls be saved.
Yo, for that to be just one of those, did that movie ever go to the movies?
Of course it did.
Yeah.
Oh,
it wasn't no straight to DVD. It had stars in a child. Megan Good, the old girl from Smart Guy. That was a.
They had to get the coins off of that.
I was.
Kim Whitney was in it. She was hilarious in that movie.
She was hilarious in that
movie.
Man,
that was in the theaters.
That was a good movie. Okay, go ahead.
It was good.
Maybe want to watch it too.
Okay, just Google it. You'll find some platform that is
somebody got it. I know
it's out there.
Somebody got it.
It's out there. Like
not
me.
saying that we're stealing.
Well, no, because we got the apps that will show us what it is that we want to see.
Okay, go ahead, Tyrone.
Go ahead, Tyrone.
That's right. It's out there, wherever you may find it. Just like me, your boy, Mr. TD McCullough, right here. I'm out there on Instagram.
Yes, you are.
I'm on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on TikTok.
Yes, she is.
I'm on all your music streaming platforms.
Absolutely.
I'm on the Amazon. I'm on the Tidal. I'm on the Apple. I'm out there. You can find my new songs out there. Drunk on Love. Groove with me. And I got some more coming for you.
Yeah, you
in
do.
2023.
There they go.
But for right now, I need y'all to go out there and find me and stream my music.
Stream it, y'all.
And if you like it, let me know.
Let
me know. Let your boy know. You can drop a comment on my Instagram. I will hit you back in the comments.
Sure would.
You can drop me a DM. I'll let you know what's up. Hey, thank you for support. Like our good friend Aaron down there.
Yes.
Comments. I appreciate you. I love you.
All right. And you can find me on Instagram. My Instagram has actually changed. It is jojo_speaks 3020. That's the one that worked out for me.
Fix it.
So
we got to change it right here, right now. In real
Wait,
time.
hold on. How do you do that?
Okay, y'all asking me like I know.
You said it's jojo
_speaks 3020.
We over here trying to change it at the same time.
I got
you. You want to make the S?
You want the speaks big?
No, the speaks is not big.
It's not big.
I tried to make it, but it wouldn't allow it.
It won't allow.
It wouldn't allow me to capitalize it.
Okay.
And you can also find me on Facebook, Jonathan Lee. You can email me, williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. And once again, make sure you subscribe to my channel, JoJo Speaks. Make sure you share. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, and make sure you comment. Are there any? Yes, there it goes, right there. JoJo_speaks 3020.
For the first time.
JoJo
Speaks.
Yes, I still have to change it on TikTok. I haven't changed it on TikTok just yet.
Okay, I'm happy for you. Yay.
And yes, are there any last comments before we get on out of here?
Yes, there actually are. Let me get to those quickly. Thank you, Jonathan. You're such an amazing host.
I'm improving day by day, y'all.
Hostess with the mostest.
Yes, he is. All right, Aaron says this was such a fun live. Thank you all for another great Thursday night. Will you be doing this next week with the holidays being so close? Oh, that's a good question.
Maybe.
What? Well, it's not Christmas yet, is it?
Yeah, it's
I'm
Christmas.
sure.
Christmas is on Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Next
Yeah,
Sunday.
we'll be here next week. We will definitely be here next week.
And
Yeah.
the Juice Radio.
Yes.
This will be back
We'll
on
be
next
back.
week as well.
Next week, 7:30.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be missing a Thursday.
No.
Yeah, we should be here, Aaron. All
We
right. Well, I will be there, Jennifer. I can't wait. All right now.
Yes.
That's going to be a good conversation. Tell them, sir.
Hallelujah.
And
Come on, Shangela. Hallelujah.
Aaron says, I like your music, Tyrone. Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, my love.
And he said, great. See you next week. And we will see you then. I'm going to be in somewhere.
Somewhere in this country.
But I'm going to be available. Oh, okay. You know, I'm over here about to ask questions about what we're going to bring and stuff like that. Let me shut up. Go ahead and end your show, Jonathan.
Thank you guys once again for joining us. Make sure you join us next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces. But until then, we're going to say bye, y'all.